we are witnessing something special in New Jersey as the Devils will be without Jack Hughes for the next 8 weeks. This man, Shimone Nemitz, continues to step up, and Arseny Gritsyuk continues to impress in the NHL. With or without Jack, this team finds a way to beat the Washington Capitals. What a win for New Jersey. We're going to break it all down here for you on Devils Digest. I'm your host, Ryan the Goose Gosiker, here with you, bringing you the latest, greatest Devils content, having some fun, chatting Devils hockey. Before we get into the program, I want you to be a subscriber to the channel, okay? We need your help getting to our goal of 1,000 subscribers, okay? We are nearing the 900 mark, that plateau, climbing that mountain to 1,000 subscribers. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's important. That way you get all the latest, greatest news surrounding the Devils. Now, let's get into the program. As I mentioned, Jack Hughes will be out for New Jersey for a minimum amount of time of 8 weeks. Okay, 8 weeks after this freakish accident where he fell on glass. And I have to tell you, I didn't know if I could talk about it because without putting some expletives here in the video, but certainly one that's just frustrating. And, you know, here's the tweet from the Devils here. He had to go to the hospital for special surgery in New York City. The expected return to play timeline is 8 weeks. He'll be reevaluated at the 6-week mark. I mean, this went from, you know, I can't. This went from like a steak knife to, oh, you lean on some glass, to now he's had surgery, to now he's out 8 weeks. This has just been just gut-wrenching for New Jersey. The injuries continuing to pile up. Brett Pesce already out. Dougie Hamilton already out. Their bottom six is getting decimated. Cody Glass is out. Okay, we're still waiting official update on him. Okay, they've had a lot of these guys at the bottom. Connor Brown's been hurt. And it's just been this never-ending cycle of guys getting banged up here to start the season. Yet the Devils find a way to win a game that, if you looked at it before the game, you're thinking there's no way they go into Washington and come out with a victory. Yet some way, somehow, they do so. And we're going to talk about it on the back of Shimone Nemitz, which I feel like I'm hitting the repeat button. I promise I'm not putting anything on loop here, but he has been terrific. Let's take a look at his shootout winner tonight. Just an absolute beautiful goal. Okay, as he skates down, boom, gets past Thompson for the game winner. Just an absolute great goal from Shimone Nemitz, and one that this team certainly continues to need. And this is quite the Linsanity run for Shimone Nemitz. Now, we all hope, and I feel like I could speak for everybody on this case, we all hope that his run lasts a lot longer than Jeremy Lin's did for the New York Knicks. Okay, that was a 2.5 week soiree. We're hoping Shimone Nemitz finds his way to make it so that he's got to stay on this roster even when everybody gets healthy. And certainly the man has put the team on his back. Okay, let's take a look at some of his stats from the last few games. Okay, this doesn't include tonight, obviously, with the game winner in the shootout, but that doesn't count as a goal. Okay, but you look at the Chicago game, he has the hat trick and the game winner in overtime. By the way, Devils have played 5 consecutive overtime games, which I believe, according to the broadcast tonight, ties a franchise record for consecutive overtime games, which is just crazy. Okay, he had a goal against the Islanders. And look at the ice time. I mean, the ice time against Chicago was certainly up there, well over the 25-minute mark. And I don't have it in front of me tonight, but it had to be a lot. And Shimone Nemitz has earned that playing time and that right to be on the ice all the time for New Jersey. I have to say the development has just been awesome this year. And again, it was a year where there's a lot of expectations, okay, and a lot of guys hurt, and this was the opportunity for him. And it's worked out so well. I had to put this tweet in here because in this game, Luke Hughes scored his first goal of the season, and yet simultaneously Jesper Bratt went down in the corner. And there's actually a video online that's surfacing that it shows Luke Hughes saying, bleep me, as he sees Jesper Bratt down in the corner. And I just thought, that's just kind of crazy and the perfect summation of what this team is going through right now in terms of every time it seems like they're doing something correct. Boom, there's another injury. Boom, another guy is out. Now, Bratt stayed in the game, okay? I believe he went down the tunnel for a little bit, but he did return for the second period and played a big role as the game continued to go on. So, but this feels like the perfect summation of what Devils hockey has been for the last couple weeks. It's just every time they do something right, boom, somebody's hurt. Now, taking a look at a guy who I want to make sure we mention tonight because he did an outstanding job as well. Okay, if Nemitz didn't have the game winner, if they lost, he would probably be my Devils top star. Jake Allen was great in net. Okay, the 31 saves for a .939 save percentage, something the Devils have not seen, okay, in a long time. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful thing. Devils up 2-0 in this game going into the third period. They let one in quickly, a minute in, and then another, I believe it was a little over 8 minutes into the period. And then Washington really was on New Jersey. Devils stuck together, hung together, and I was sitting there watching the end of the game just going, man, just get it to OT. Just get it to OT. Just find a way to get it to OT, steal a point in Washington, and let's get out of here. And the Devils find a way to get 2 points. 2 points on a night where, again, the Jack Hughes news comes down, and it's frustrating. If you're New Jersey Devils fans, I understand, and I'm sure the comments, we'll be talking about Jack and, how he's always hurt and how he's, like tissue paper and all that stuff. And there's going to be a lot of talk about the Olympics and should he be there. I'm on the side of he shouldn't, okay? And, that's just the way I see it based on his injury past and all this other stuff. If I'm the Devils, I'd feel extremely uncomfortable if he still ended up in the Olympics, okay? But that doesn't matter right now. What matters right now is he's going to miss the next 8 weeks of this team's schedule, okay? And that is a huge chunk, and that's, the Devils have been able to manage through these injuries and dealing with guys like Dougie Hamilton and Brett Pesce. It's been more so their defense. And even on offense, the guys that have been hurt, Cody Glass, McEwen, some bottom six guys. Jack is really their first injury to that top unit. Dadonov, I guess, was playing up there a little bit. So maybe the second injury, but certainly the first major injury in the Devils' top six. And yet somehow, some way, the Devils find a way to come out of Washington with 2 points. And, I have to say, it wasn't the prettiest, it wasn't the sexiest, but man, it was beautiful to watch New Jersey win that game in the shootout. Just an excellent job. And how about, and this is how we're going to finish this, how about the guts of Sheldon Keefe to put Shimone Nemitz out there, who I don't know if he's ever recorded a shootout attempt, okay? But the game was on his stick, in his hands, with a chance to send the Devils home with 2 points, and he capitalized. And right now, every button Shimone Nemitz is pushing is going correct, and every button Sheldon Keefe is pushing has been going correct so far. So credit where credit is due, as we talked about a week ago. Credit where credit is due. He's done the right things, made the right decisions at the right time so far this season. Sheldon Keefe deserves a lot of credit. Shimone Nemitz deserves a lot of credit. Arseny Gritsuk, again, a goal tonight, a slap shot, just a wicked shot on the power play, which, again, with Jack out, you could see a lot more opportunities for him, okay? So, big night for those guys, but just huge shout-outs go to Sheldon Keefe, Shimone Nemitz, Jake Allen tonight, Gritsuk, honorable mention, okay? And again, the Devils will have to battle the next 8 weeks without their star, Jack Hughes, once again. Stop me if you've heard that one before. It's going to happen again. So, I want to thank everybody for listening, for watching this video. Feel free to comment what you think. Again, like I said, I feel like there's going to be some strong Jack Hughes opinions in the comments, okay? But the main focus is the Devils still find a way to win, okay? And Shimone Nemitz continues his run in New Jersey at just the peak of his powers the last few games. So credit to the kid and credit to Sheldon Keefe pushing the right buttons. And as always, be a subscriber to the channel. Help us get to 1,000. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. However you're consuming this content, we appreciate you here at Devil's Digest. And we'll catch you next time on Devil's Digest.